Hello everybody. Some of you saw is in our yard and probably in your yard, and it's everywhere. Some of you know what it is, and a lot of us don't know what it's called, but we have seen it before. And the name of this plant is plantain. Now is in our backyard and along our grove on the north side of the house. And I'll try and show you here. A lot of plantain around here. It is. See it all over. If you look at the pictures, there's a bit over there. So if you need some, I think we can set you up. But plantain is a drawing plant, is what we call it. Personally, we have used it along out things since it is a drawing plant, and it has lots of other uses, but that's personally what we have used in our family. Used it a lot for. So if you pick the plantain, if you pick up a leaf, and I have plenty of them, so I can pick some of them. But when you hold the leaf in your hand, pay attention to what it feels like. It's very cooling. It's like some plants you hold are more warming, and this is a cooling plant. Like when I hold this leaf, it feels cool, which is a really neat thing. And it tells you a little bit about how it works. But plantain, if you get a bee sting, a bug bite, anything that has a stinger in it, and you want to draw that out, plantain works wonderful, and it'll help with any kind of reaction. So if you're out in the wild and you're desperate enough to get the medicine in it to work, you need to break up the plant. So if you're by your house, whatever, like I am now, I could run in the house and chop it up and put it right on that bee or wasp sting or whatever it is. But if you're not, you can tear it up. You can chew it, and then it mixes with your saliva. You put it on that sting and keep it there for a while. It might depend how long it'll take, but it will draw that stinger out. And we have done this quite often. In fact, even quite a ways after the sting has happened. My husband was gone for a couple days up north with a group, and he came home and he had gotten stung, and so that stinger was still in there, and it was inflamed and big and red and hard. And so we got some plantain, put that on there. And if you don't have a bandage, you can also find, some of these leaves are really big. Maybe not so much now, but they will be bigger later. You can put another leaf. I'm not going to chew up the leaf right now, but you can take another leaf, put that over the top, and use that for your bandage, and do whatever you need to do to get it to stick, tape or whatever, or you can just hold it there if you don't have anything. So so that is one of the first aid uses for plantain. It's also good for any drying out infections. It works well for that. So anything that is inflamed and hot, think of plantain. It's also edible. There's other plants out here that I can talk about another day that are edible that probably taste a little bitter. Plantain is not one of my favorites. I have also taken a lot of these wild plants that are edible, and I've dried them and then crumbled them up, put them in a jar, and then you can just throw some in your soup or whatever you're making just for a little extra nutrition. So you'd be surprised how much nutrition is in these things we've been spraying and killing for years and years and years. So another thing you could use plantain for is putting on boils. So again, like if someone has boils, it's that drawing out. So if you need something drawn out of your body, think plantain. If you have any questions, you can post them below, and I'll try to answer them. And if I don't know, I'll get back to you after I find out. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. Look in your yard for plantain.